Well, in this morning's Waste Watch, we're checking up on millions of dollars being spent on government-issued travel cards by the Department of Transportation. David Williams with the Taxpayer Protection Alliance is joining us this morning. So, David, I mean, we're normally talking about millions of dollars, and actually now millions doesn't seem that much. I mean, the government's used to throwing around billions, but what are we talking about here?
Well, this is frustrating, Tom, because travel cards and credit cards came to usage in the federal government to save money. Remember the $600 toilet seat, the $400 hammer? So that was supposed to correct this problem, but a new report by the Department of Transportation shows that $2.1 million in 1 year was used for personal purchases. We're talking about groceries, a trip to an RV resort. I didn't really know that RVs had resorts, but money was spent at an RV resort. Right. And then there's cash advances. Federal employees are allowed to take cash out of ATMs about $100 a day. Some were doing it at the clip of $400 to $500 a day at the end of the travel. So it wasn't as if they needed the cash. They were doing this after the travel was over.
Well, in their defense, though, we have been in a recession for a little while now. So, I mean, they need to make ends meet, too, right?
I guess so. And they're using a lot of this cash at casinos. In 1 year, Tom, get this, in 1 year, there were 218 cash advances from a casino. Why in the world would you let someone take a cash advance from a casino? Now, 27 of those were people who didn't even work for the Department of Transportation. They had left years before. They still had a travel card. They were still taking cash out. So there has to be a better way to do this. Let's use technology. You know, when someone goes on travel, it's like, okay, you can only take $100 out. When you go $101, boom, you're cut off. This is not rocket science here.
Yeah, but I mean, why? I mean, how is this that it consistently is slipping through the cracks here when it seems like our own government employees, the ones that are supposed to be working for us, get all these extra perks that seems to fall through the wayside?
Well, it's all about oversight. And in the same report, the Inspector General said, oh, we're looking at the travel card abuses. We're just not looking at the cash advances. We haven't really put anything in place to monitor the cash advances. So probably the biggest area of potential abuse you're ignoring. I mean, we've seen reports from internal watchdogs going back to 2008 saying, hey, guys, get your act together. This is happening. These abuses are happening. So this is not new. The IRS a couple of years ago had the same problem with about 1,000 employees. So over and over again, hey, let's talk to each other. The agencies need to talk to each other and say, hey, you know, we're wasting money over here. Let's see what we can do. It's just, and it's common sense. Why do we have to keep on talking about this when it's just absolute common sense to do this?
Yeah, David, the frustration levels, it just continues to amaze us here. Thank you so much for bringing this to light. We appreciate that.